as she gets an offensive board there, and the offensive board's mount for Oakland now a little bit.
King's free throw in and out, no good. London had it, tips it to Iceland. Boy, they just play volleyball. They are so much taller. And they're really learning how to block out on the low post. Marshall kicks to Coggin out on the left wing. Back to Marshall, right side to Brooks. He's open for three. Bounces around, no good, and Coggins had position that time. They're going to call Davis over the back. Shea Coggins with some valuable early minutes here. Checking back into the ball game. And it looks like Marissa Jennings is in, and she is. She'll check in for London Eli with those 2 fouls.
And that's Davis's second foul for Oakland. As Shea must have a little bit of blood on her or something because she's having to come out.
Boy, she's played really good up to this point. She really has. And they'll send Kelsey Blackburn in.
Don't really know why.
I don't understand that either.
She had jewelry on. That's the problem.
She had an earring.
There we go.
So jewelry substitution as Blackburn checks in for Coggins. Brooks goes out high to Blackburn, tries to go inside to Iceland, somehow fits it in there, and battle for it, and she's got it in the middle. Her running jumper is good and draws the foul. I don't know how that thing went in, but it did.
And she battled her tail off to keep that ball, I tell you, as Sarah King gets her first foul. But, you know, she threw the pass in there. They were all over it. We talked about a while ago. They're putting 2 people on her down there. The pass was deflected, but she grabbed it, went to the floor and grabbed it again.
Free throw in and out, no good. Jennings gets a hand on it and tips it to Marshall. So Marissa with a good rebound that time on the missed free throw. Here's Brooks on the right side, no place to go. Back to Marshall, top of the key, kicking the corner to Iceland. She'll drive the baseline, bounce it inside to Jennings. Great position, missed the shot. She was a little bit too far under. Oakland with the rebound. Here comes Ricky Roper out of there with it for the Lady Patriots.
Good penetration by Iceland that time to get the ball down inside on that bounce pass to Marissa Jennings.
And is that 3-2 or 2-3?
Right now, I think he's in a 1-3-1, believe it or not. He's changed defenses quite often right now.
Boy, he has, and it's not real fluid to look at from here. King, short jumper, wild shot, no good. And Jennings, great block out that time as she found her man. And King over the back, and that's going to be the 4th team foul or 5th team foul.
And the second on Sarah King.
And 2 quick ones on Sarah King as she goes from one end to the other with a foul. 5th team foul on Oakland, only 3 here on Lebanon. Lebanon leads 14-6, 4:38 to go here in the first half. Brooks in the front court, dribbles around top of the key, kicks to Marshall. She'll penetrate, kicking the corner to Eli for 3. Good. Boy, Iceland Eli from deep in the left corner. And she strikes, and the lead is suddenly 11, 17-6, the largest lead of the night for Lebanon.
Not a bad shot for her either. She's 3 of 27, I mean 3 of 11 on the year, 27%. Not bad.
That's definitely not out of her range, and that's one thing Coach Brown has stressed is to improve the shots. And they have Davis a long 3 from the right side. It bounces around, no good. Marshall runs down the long rebound, and here comes Lebanon. Everybody's back down court, but Marshall's going to take it straight down. Short jumper in the lane, no good. Backside rebound, Roper.
Good little drive there on the pull-up jumper out of Marshall.
Did everything right but hit the shot.
Yeah, she's a good 6 foot away. Good shot for her.
Roper long 3, no good. Backside rebound, King shoots over Jennings, no good. But there for the putback was McGowan, no good. Has it again. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch, believe it or not, by Ward. So Shenrika Ward had a putback attempt and then had a rebound chance, but boy, scrappy defense underneath. Timeout on the floor, we'll take it with them. 3:39 to go here in the second quarter. 11-17, Oakland 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
As we start back 17-6, the Lady Devil.
Lebanon fan, but no offense for Oakland. They've only got 6 on the board. Now they're trapping at half court. Brooks gets out of it, gets it to Marshall, and they'll set it back up.
1-2-2 half-court trap, and causes Lebanon to make a turnover.
Marshall dragged her pivot foot as she went to make that pass on the right wing. Turnover gives it back to Oakland. And is that a 1-2-1, 1-2-2?
1-2-2 half-court trap. Just some quick scoring right quick. London Eli has 4 for Lebanon. Marshall has 3. Iceland has 5. And Shea Coggins has a 3.
And Lebanon jumps out in a 1-3-1 of their own.
Extends it a little bit this time. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
good chess match going on, isn't it?
It is. Iceland Eli out high. She's got Marshall. They've got Davis trapped. They go out high. Here comes Haley off a runoff. Great step in by Iceland Eli, and almost has it, and they needed to call a foul on Randolph that time, but instead they'll give it back to the Patriots.
Smart basketball play by Randolph there to shield her from getting that deflection that she deflected out of bounds. She had said it go out of bounds. So it'd be
and almost looked like one of those in-the-air post-touchdown celebrations in the NFL where they bump bodies.
Yeah, almost.
Didn't count. Oh, great step in that time as the pass intended for Randolph gets it to Eli. Eli for Marshall. Marshall, her running layup is good. I don't know how she got it to go. Shot it with the wrong hand. Doesn't matter. It still counts. 19-6, Lebanon leads.
Good enough. Brought it from way down low, too.
Boy, she did. Randolph out to Davis. Lebanon extends that 1-3-1, as Coach said. Eli at the top of it. Blackburn, Coggins, and Marshall in the middle. Brooks occupies the backside. Long three-pointer from the right side by Roper is good. Boy, bombs away for Ricky Roper. And the lead's back down to 10 at 19-9. Marshall in the front court to Brooks. Brooks to Marshall between the rings. Left side to Eli. Coggins down low in a low post. They go in the corner to Blackburn. Tried to go inside to Coggins. Couldn't get it. Another attempted pass. Knocked out of bounds on the far side right in front of the Oakland bench that time by Sanquita Davis.
I guess when you thought Oakland was going to sit in that 2-3 all night long, you know, and just make us see if they could beat us from outside, they change it up, and the 1-2-2 is giving Lebanon a little bit of trouble.
Blackburn gets a rest into the game for the first time. Aquarius Huddleston. Here's Marshall out high. Oakland stays in that 1-2-2. Here's Brooks on the right side. 1:56 and counting. Lebanon leads by 10, 19-9. Marshall finds Eli in the corner, right in the middle to Huddleston. Back to Marshall, over to Brooks.
Lebanon doing a great job of getting in the 2-1-2 offense right here. Trying to throw the ball in the middle of that 1-2-2 because that middle is soft. Nobody at center. And they got Aquarius Huddleston in there right now. If she can get it and turn around, we can score, Mark.
Boy, it looks just like a 5 on a dice. It's perfectly laid out, the 2-1-2 offense against the 1-2-2 zone. Here's Marshall, right side to Brooks, open for 3. Lebanon in no hurry.
Up 19-9, going to take their time with 1:19 on the clock.
Well, your lead is bigger than their total points here in the first half, so you got to figure. Said Hill wouldn't have to do it.
I tell you what, you're good at it.
Brooks to Coggins, Coggins out to Marshall, and we're already down close to a minute.
Yeah. I know how you got this job.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Left side to Marshall. Here's Coggins, right wing, back to Brooks. Brooks will penetrate. Kicks it to Marshall. Long three-pointer from way outside. In and out, no good. Rebound in there to Sanquita Davis. Davis up ahead to Randolph, but Lebanon is back. They'll cut her off. Kick it back to Davis. Davis penetrates, tries to go inside to King, and a great step in that time by Shea Coggins.
Good job. Oh, Shea Coggins has done a great job as Sarah King gets her third foul.
3 quick ones, too. She hasn't been in that much. Blackburn checks in. Huddleston back out. You're 5 on the floor for the last 42.3 for Lebanon here in the first half. Kelsey, Blackburn, Iceland, Eli, Jasmine Brooks, Shea Coggins, and walking it across Ebony Marshall. 37 seconds and counting. Lebanon leads 19-9. Here's Marshall. Left wing to Coggins. She'll stop. Oh, and dangerous pass taken away by Davis. Handed off to Roper, back to Davis. So good steal that time by Sanquita Davis. She steps in. And Oakland holds for the last shot. 17 seconds and counting. Lebanon by 10. There's looked like McGowan back into the ball game. It was. Missed a shot. Here comes Lebanon. They're going to have to hurry. Marshall right at the line with 7 seconds to go. She'll feed over there. Brooks, long three. No good. Rebound McGowan. She won't have time for a shot. And she'll let the half run out. So at the end of the first half here from Campbell Brandon Gymnasium, Hester Gibbs Court hasn't seen a lot of offense from the Oakland side, but Lebanon nonetheless leads 19-9. We'll send it back to the station for a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and recap your first half. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball right here on FM 98.9 AM 1490.
On offense, we had to play her game, and I would look for her to do that.
Low-scoring game favors Lebanon.
I think so right now. I don't think Oakland can outscore us right now unless something happens big with them on the outside ball game. Mark, take her away. We're going to start second half.
Back up and away. Here is Oakland, and they're going to call step on the baseline. And there's a step out right there. Iceland, Eli, Kelsey, Blackburn with a double team right across the timeline. Sanquita Davis could not handle it. Stepped on the sideline. There's your first turnover, 8 seconds in.
Another defense out of 11, the 1-2-2 half-court trap that time. He changed defenses again. We've probably seen 5 so far.
Boy, that is an incredible job by Coach Brown. Here's Marshall out front, and Oakland looks to be in a 2-3 or maybe a box and 1.
I think your 2-3's right, and they're really extending it, Mark. They're really coming out on the perimeter. They went all the way to the sideline that time with the girl, denying the pass.
Your 5 to start off, Iceland and London Eli, Kelsey Blackburn, Jasmine Brooks, and Ebony Marshall. Your 5 on the floor for Oakland. Haley Randolph, Shenrika Ward, Kayla McCown, Sanquita Davis, and Ricky Roper.
Sarah King not on the floor with 3 fouls.
No, and I tell you, I was surprised she didn't start. Didn't see her till late in that first half and got 3 quick ones. Blackburn out high to Marshall, right wing to Brooks. Nowhere to go inside, goes to Eli in the right corner. Finally goes across to London Eli, and her shot is up and over. She got it right between 2 Lady Patriots, and the size differential just too much for Oakland to handle.
They had the hands all over when she went up. Here's that 1-2-2 or 1-2-1-1 half-court trap right now.
When they get it to Randolph at the free throw line, backside to Ward. Great block by London Eli. Controls it, tips it to Marshall. Here comes Lebanon. Marshall in the front court. She'll take it to the hole, kick it on the wing. Blackburn for 3. Over the iron, no good. And Davis falls down. Last to touch it. My goodness, just basically lost her balance. I think that even fooled her.
She did, Mars. She almost had it right there and lost it out of bounds. Another turnover there for Oakland. Moves it up to 7 for them.
And that's when you turn around and say, did anybody see that?
Yeah.
But everybody did.
Yeah.
21-9. Lebanon leads by 12 here early. 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. Marshall out high. Lebanon in no hurry. They're trying to draw Oakland out of that zone. They've got a 12-point lead.
Been almost a minute last time down here offensively, Marv. 6:12 to go in the third quarter. They spent well over a minute.
Now they start their offense. Marshall will take it to the right wing, kick it out high to Blackburn. Right wing to Brooks, face the 3. Goes in the right corner to Eli. Give and go. There's Brooks. Short jumper, no good. And Eli over the back. My goodness.
Not good for her. That's her third. But it was a great give and go pass out of the corner right there. And we got a decent shot, decent look out of Brooks there.
And here comes Coggins back into the game. Coggins with a big 3 there in that first half and a couple of great box outs on offensive board attempts by Oakland. So Coggins will go in. You lose a lot of size, but you sure don't lose any effort.
Lebanon going back to man-to-man now.
Davis cut off. Brooks has her wrangled, gets it to Randolph, left side. There's McGowan in the corner to Roper for 3. A hand in the face. Good jump out that time by Blackburn, and runs down the long rebound. Gets it to Coggins. Coggins to Marshall. Here comes Lebanon. 5:30 and counting here in the third. Lebanon leads 21-9. They have the ball in the front court. There's Eli in the left corner. Out high to Marshall. She'll penetrate. Kick it back in the corner. Iceland penetrates the baseline. Kicks it to Blackburn. Top of the key 3. Back of the iron. No good. Long rebound. Ran in by their Kayla McGowan. Tries to dribble. Gets it to Davis, and here comes Oakland. 21-9. Lebanon leads by 12. Wide open for 3 from the right side was Ward. Missed that badly. Here's Marshall with the rebound for Lebanon. The Blue Devilettes the other way.
Speeding up a little bit, Annie Marv. You can't catch your breath.
A lot quicker for shots, that's for sure. Brooks penetrates and kicks it out to Marshall. And they'll say it was tipped.
Nah, they're going to call over.
No, he asked the underneath officials, said it wasn't, so they'll say it's an over and back. As Brooks launched that one out towards half court, it crossed the line. Marshall touched it, and it's a turnover.
7-7 on the turnovers for Lebanon and Oakland. I tell you what, old John Boyce has got some good-looking feet over there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Everybody loves nachos.
I tell you.
Y'all probably wouldn't if we ate them while you listened, though. Those look pretty crunchy. There's Randolph out high. Elbows off, and they called it. They don't normally call that unless it's flagrant, but Randolph just basically gave the forearm shiver to Iceland Eli, and that was right out front where everybody could see it.
Sure did. That's going to be her first, and Jennifer Grindstaff's going to take a time out here with 21-9. Marv going 4:37 to go in the third quarter, and we'll take this time out with us. We'll take a 2-minute timeout.
In the third quarter, Lebanon leads 21-9. They have the ball. In the front court, here's Brooks, and there's that 1-2-2. And see if they go to that 1-5 or 1-4 box offense.
We went to 2-1-2 a while ago, and that's what they're going back to here. Tonight. So you
as long as it adds up to 5, it counts, right?
Yeah. Well, Gilwood it does.
There's Marshall to Eli from the left elbow. Jumper bounces around, hits the top of the rim, comes back down and almost falls, but there's Davis to clean the boards for Oakland. Boy, that hit everything but the net.
Sure enough. Bounced on the backboard twice.
Boy, and a misstep that time by McGowan. She'll take it to the hole and shot it off the top of the backboard. Rebound to Coggins, kicks it over to Marshall. Marshall cut off by Ward. Kicks it right wing to Brooks. They've got Blackburn in the corner. If they dish it to her, she's open for 3, and they do, but she doesn't take it. Way out high, dangerous pass to Marshall, but Davis can't recover.
Really, the defense has pushed us out, Marv, a little bit. We're not penetrating much, and Oakland kind of wanting to trap us when they get it in the corners. They're in the 1-2-2, and now